Hello guys, PMA Beginner here. You can also call me Beginner if you would like to. The reason of this video is because I wanted to create an introductory video for you guys to know what is the future of this channel, why I decided to become a content creator, and also what type of content I'm going to be uploading to this channel. Now I also have some questions prepared, so let's go right into that, shall we? How old am I and where am I from? I am 26 years old and I am from Mexico. Now how long have I been gaming? I have been gaming for the past 20 years, but when I was 6 or 7 years old, the only games that were available for me were pinball, as you can see here on the screen, and the Minesweeper. Now, what got me into gaming? The first game that got me into gaming was MapleStory. Right now it's called MapleStory Classic World because Nexon released a server where you can play the original MapleStory that was happening in 2005. So that is the first game that I played that was an RPG. This is the first image that I saw when I was 6 to 7 to 8 years old, and this zone is located in El Nat. It is a zone within the Maple world. So you go to El Nat, then you go to the Dead Mine, and you go all the way here to Sakum, which is like the boss that you have to defeat in this zone. It looks something like this. Now, why did I decide to start a YouTube channel? Well, as you can see here, there is no content uploaded. This is going to be the first video. But the reason I decided to start a YouTube channel is because most of the games that I play have an adventurous style. They have progression, they have leveling, and they have bosses to be defeated. And these bosses give you items that make you grow faster. Also, because in the past where when I was 15 to 16 years old, I really didn't have a computer to play and also stream at the same time. I was playing on a laptop and it was not updated. It was really laggy. So that's why I waited up until now. Now, what kind of content am I planning to make? I believe that gameplay, guides, and commentary is going to be the most content that I'm going to be uploading. Mostly gameplay because I really like to be talking while I play, maybe explaining to you guys what to do on certain situation, and I whether if it's MapleStory, Dota 2, these games that I have here on the list. These are the games that I'm going to be playing the most: Dota 2, MapleStory, Diablo 4, Path of Exile 2, and League of Legends. Mostly MapleStory though, because Diablo 4 recently I have been lagging really bad. There is stuttering, and I don't like to stream that. I don't like the idea of streaming that and you guys seeing like all laggy. So probably mostly MapleStory. Now, how often do I plan to upload? The videos are going to be more or less 3 to 5 per week, and the reels, TikToks, and shorts are going to be 2 to 3 per day. Now, what games am I currently playing? As I have mentioned before, right now I'm playing MapleStory and Diablo 4. As you can see here, I'm playing. Well, right now I'm not playing, but I have the game open. And Diablo 4, here it is. So MapleStory has this Ride the Lightning event that dropped 2 to 3 weeks ago, as you can see here. And Diablo 4 released the season number 14 3 days ago, which is the season of Death Awakening. That's why I'm like really busy playing these games right now, and I want to show you guys how it's like um, progressing on these two games at the same time. Now, what are my favorite games of all time? Well, to answer that, I have to put Dota 2 as the first game. As you can see here, I have 5k hours on this game. And just a quick insight on this game so you guys know more about it. There are 127 playable heroes, and out of these 127 I know how to play 80% of them, but within my comfort zone I only play 40 because I know how to position it myself, I know what items to buy, I know what to do in specific situations against the specific heroes. So that's why I love the game. I really like getting to know all the heroes at once. And also, I feel passionate because it is ranked as one of the most complex games there are. It has not only shown me respect for my enemy, but also I have analyzed and studied some of my losses and some of my wins. You can even look pro players on Dota 2 and watch their games, and you will see that winning games is not something easy in Dota 2. You have to get into the mind of the enemy and take over technically. But yeah, that's game number one. The game number two is going to be Path of Exile 2. Let me show you here. Path of Exile to 1k 1.1k hours. So I have to let you know that before Path of Exile 2, I didn't know. I'm sorry, I didn't play Path of Exile 1 or Path of Exile at all. When it came out, someone really close to me told me that I had to buy the game and play it. So I bought it the same day that it came out and started playing. For me, it was rather a difficult game because the only experience that I had on ARPG games, you know the difference between ARPG and RPG. The ARPG technically it gives you more action, individual action integrated. So technically, what I mean by this is that you have to defeat bosses. For example, in Diablo 4 and Path of Exile 2, I believe there is a similitude between these two games and also Elden Ring or Black Myth Wukong because every now and then you have to defeat a certain boss that has a lot of HP, and this boss is going to give you something really special for you to progress on the game, right? But that's the only similitude that I find between these games. So it was rather new for me, with only Diablo 4 experience. So yeah, I found it really interesting. One of my favorite classes, if not my favorite one, is the monk. I always play monk on every update from Path of Exile 2, so that's why I felt that it was one of my favorite games. Also because it represents a lot of challenge. For example, in Diablo 4, if you want to reach endgame, you can use a leveling build, and of course, when you reach level 70, you can start following an endgame build, but it takes less time for you to reach endgame, right? This is from someone that has played both games. When you reach endgame on Path of Exile 2, you still have to craft your items, and on Diablo 4, most of the items are already with the prefixes that you want to have, and in Path of Exile 2, you have to create the item from scratch. You have to add suffixes, prefixes, and whatnot. And there are a lot of mechanics also, different mechanics for the game to actually work. So it's rather more complex, this game. That's why I like Dota 2 and Path of Exile 2. Now, what games? I'm sorry. Are there any games that I am looking forward to play on the channel? Yes, there are. Some of them are Elden Ring, Black Myth Wukong, and Clair Obscure Expedition. As you know, these games have rich lore and a lot of narrative. They have bosses with patterns and skilled fights, and also this represents a challenge for me, and I love challenges. Also, the scenery and image is astonishing for me. Like if you look at the game, you can look at a gameplay. You're going to see that these games are super like insane in when it comes to the scenery. Now, this question is interesting. What do I enjoy the most about MapleStory specifically? Now, I want to talk to you about something that I see as game progress versus real life progress perspective. This is how I see MapleStory. So, for example, if you would like to be a fit guy or a fit girl, if you would like to have a fit body, you would have to drink water every single day depending on your height and your weight. Every single day, 7 days out of a week. You would have to eat right and healthy. You would need to make sure that you are completing your macros, and also you would have to eat enough food for whatever you do out on the day. You would have to eat enough food to actually have the energy, right? And also you would have to do exercise 3 to 5 days a week, depending on the intensity or how would you feel comfortable doing exercise like one day yes, then one day no? So it depends really, but these are missions that you would have to do to have a fit body, right? To be healthy. On the other hand, on MapleStory, let's say that you want to level up to 290. First of all, you need to train every single day, 2 to 3 hours. If you are a new player, of course, you would have to do dailies all every day, and you would also have to participate in almost every event that has experience as a key component of the event. Now, this is only a perspective or a comparative perspective because I like to progress both in real life and inside of games. I find games really joyful for me, technically. So you can comment on this. I think most of, well, not most of you, but some of you will feel the same way as maybe some game that you play has a really slow progress, and sometimes you feel like you are progressing faster in real life than on a single game, right? And I would like to take advantage of this opportunity right now for me to explain heroic versus interactive server. So here on MapleStory, you can play either on these two servers. Right now, you can see that I play on interactive. I have 52 different characters, but this is because I am a veteran player. And on heroic server, I only have one, so I don't play at all on this server. So the difference is that in interactive, you can use the market to your advantage. Technically, you can buy and sell items from the market or in the auction house. But on heroic, you cannot do that. You are you alone versus the game. The progress is you alone, technically. It is rather more difficult but more progressional than interactive, because in interactive you can spend real money like USD or pesos to progress in the game faster. And the progression is really, really fast if you spend money. Me myself, I'm a free to play player. You know, I that's why right now you can see my main character is 285, and I've been playing on and off since 2010. I have not played, like I said, it's been on and off, but my main character is 285 and it's really difficult to level up to 290. You have to do a lot of stuff. But just so you know, I just wanted to give a quick explanation on that matter. Now, what can you viewers expect from future videos? As for what you can expect from future videos, I will be uploading my progression throughout all the games that I play, also funny content and skilled gameplay in games like Dota 2 and League of Legends. Now, this is going to be the last question. Why should someone subscribe to my channel? I really don't ask anything of you all. This is me sharing with you my gaming journey and experiences, how I view some of the millions of games there are to experience, and if you would like the content, I would of course highly appreciate you following me or subscribing to the channel. I leave the decision on your hands entirely, guys, really. Now, to close out the video, if you would like me to upload a video talking about something specific, whether it's about any game mentioned here or a game you would like to recommend that you want me to play, I invite you to write in the comments so I can know and be prepared, you know. I appreciate you stopping by, and I will see you in the next video. Bignar out.